The other day I had a client sitting right here and he gave me this reference for the low end.
Trying to share you, I'm single, but you know that I care too. We out here in the city getting fucked up. I'm sipping on this honey, baby, what's up?
And then on the mix I was working in, here is the bass I had to work from. In the mixing session, in the production, there's no kick drum either. So if I play the beat, the big problem here, which I had to solve in the middle of the session, was the fact that, if we listen back to the reference, there is a lot of energy in the subs, below 50 hertz.
Trying to share you, I'm single, but you know that I care too. We out here in the city getting fucked.
And also, there's a kick drum sample there. So there's a kick drum sample that has a big peak at around 40-50 hertz, and the sustain of the sub is at 40-50 hertz. And that feel is baked into the sound design. And I worked through this. I found a solution on the day I was mixing, and I found another solution, which is really cool, just before making this video. But before I show you this, if you're really passionate about mixing, join my free mixing accelerator. It's a 3-day email course where I just give you drip for 3 days, the best that I possibly can offer. Basically, what I share in the 3-day mixing accelerator are the best tips from last year that people loved. Resources, techniques, guided for you in emails that you can wake up to each morning for 3 days. So, links in the description for that. Feel free to join up and let's get into the drip here. The first thing I did on this bass, and you can see this with this clip gain automation line, is every single note of this bass line I have automated in volume. I've made sure that each and every single note from one to the next has the exact same fundamental strength. And the beauty of doing this on something like an 808 or a synth is that this is a loop. So once I get the chord progression down, I can just copy and paste all that out. But that isn't what's going to make this mix that I'm working on here sound like the reference. Somehow, I have to get fundamentals in this mix below 50 hertz without any produced elements that are actually below 50 hertz. So I'm going to show you what I did on the session first, and then I'll show you what I did just before I shot this video. So basically, I wanted to emulate both the kick drum in the reference. So the kick drum in the reference is this big wallop of 50 hertz energy on the nose of each bass note. So we'll just listen to that on the reference. Okay, we'll listen to my one. So what I chose to do is I chose to create a duplicate of the bass and actually gate it before doing anything, because I just wanted to create this sort of like kick drum effect out of that original bass to blend in with it. Super aggressive, you can hear it clicking and popping, but don't stress too much about that because I'm going to manage it. So basically all I've done in SSL channel strip is heavily gate the shit out of that bass line. So that gives me the shape or contour to the sub which I want. The next thing I did was use a transposition, a sound shift pitcher, to bring it down an octave. So now what I've got is that low octave push, the shape of that kick drum from the original and that lower octave filled out, all from that original 808 bass. And then this final one here is basically just filtering out that click at the top. And that gave me the shape I needed to blend into the mix. So then what I did is I just brought the original bass back in and paired the original bass with the pitch down bass that's being gated and filtered to create this. So comparing it to the reference,
I ain't tryna share you. I'm single, but you know that I care too. We all
I'm getting that subby low end push. But before I shot this video, I wanted to see if there were better ways I could do this. And I used one plugin, which I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to talk about that in another video because I've been using it in mastering and it does really good at what it does, but it didn't work for this, so I don't really want to show it in a negative light. But I do want to show another plugin, and that is Root 1. Because here what I did was, I created a parallel again, just to generate subharmonics with this in the sub and the thump. But I didn't shape it with a gate. And I got this really nice signal from it. Let me just turn off the parallel. Like it was really big and warm and full, and it was just a different take on that original bass. And I thought, it's good, but when I played it with everything, I'll just play this with everything now.
but you know that I care too. We out here in the city getting fucked up.
That one pushes out of the speaker. It's a little bit more distorted. It's a little bit more driven on the reference. So I thought, what happens if I get this one here and put it in parallel? Like I send the parallel to another parallel that has our favorite decapitator in punish mode. What would actually happen if we went from this subharmonic generator into the decapitator parallel? Let's take a listen. So it just gave it a little bit more aggression, and then with that decapitator in parallel, I think it did really nicely for the beat. That was a really fun one to share with you because that was a curveball in terms of, if you actually heard this production with the vocals, it's actually really tight. The feel of it, the vocals, the vocalists weaving in and out one another. It's a great song. And the reference is a really good reference, but the sound design was a little bit mismatched, or the arrangement or the voicing of that 808 or that sub is just a little bit too high to get that full warmth of it. And simply by gating to recognize the shape, shifting the pitch down, and then obviously I had to filter the top end to get rid of that click, I got a really nice shape out of a bass that was otherwise had no sub information. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And again, I do encourage you to take me up on that offer for the 3-day mixing accelerator. It's a great mini sort of thing that you guys can enjoy if you want to just get some good tidbits for mixing. And until next time, take care.